Andrew Tate has just been released from house arrest, and let's just have a look at one of the tweets that he put out. So 4 hours ago, he said, after 10 months, 3 in jail, 7 at home, often 15 million euro of asset seizures, often indictment based on nothing. The file was passed to a judge who has ruled it weak and circumstantial. I have been released from house arrest but remain within Romania. Now to the mosque. Alhamdulillah. So basically, I was in the gym when I initially saw this, and I just came back from praying Jummah, so that's why I'm literally making this video now. And it's quite crazy to think about it, because I already knew he was innocent, and I've been saying that since day one. But then I saw like a lot of people like turning their heads away from it. They weren't even looking at, even people that felt like he was innocent, they were just too shy, they were too scared of other people judging them. And I find that crazy, because at the moment I actually been buying a couple of his merch. So let me have a look, let me show it to you guys. So this one says Top G, and at the back of it it says Free Top G. And then the next one, this is one that I find super funny, is on the back of it, it says The Matrix was released on March 31st, 1999. Andrew Tate was released on March 31st, 2023. Do you understand now? And when it comes to this one, I literally just wore it the other day in central London, and it's just funny knowing that you have that on your back. But yeah, let's move on to a couple of the other tweets that have been put out. So Tristan Tate said, judges have released me from house arrest. It doesn't matter how many fake screenshots haters share on X. Imagine having spent 2 years running an account showing old videos saying, I'm guilty, losers. Justice is justice. The law is the law. Evidence is evidence. I am free. And I mean, all of that sounds amazing, and that's how it should be, right? Because justice has been served, and these individuals are innocent, and they have been proved innocent, especially with all of the stuff that was put out. But then I also saw that he put out this video, so let's have a look at it. So before we look at it, it says there are hundreds of high-profile cases of men suffering from false accusations. There are thousands of untold stories of normal men having their lives destroyed. I am launching a charity to protect men from this predatory evil. So let's have a look at what he has to say. All right, there we go.
I spent 3 months in a jail cell, in a dungeon, with cockroaches sharing my blanket. 3 months. Then I finally got released. 7 months I've been locked in my house, and today a judge decided to let me go. I want everybody at home to understand exactly why that is. Up until now, all of the imprisonment and the deprivation of my liberty had nothing to do with evidence. It wasn't about evidence in a case file. It was the Romanian judicial system trying to decide if 1, I am a public danger, or 2, I am a flight risk. And to be fair to them, I am non-emotional, I am a professional, even when I am suffering. And I understand...
Oh, you can tell, look at his face, he's guessed in it.
Financial resource, it's easy to deem a flight risk. So my liberty was deprived. Only recently I was charged. This indictment appeared. I want everybody at home to also understand that 3 different federal agencies from 3 different countries have investigated my life for the last 15 months. Every photo I've ever taken, every video I've ever made, every conversation I've ever had, every phone call, 2,000 people who know me were contacted. Every single ex-girlfriend, my vet, my pool guy, my old house cleaner in an apartment I used to have 11 years ago. You name them. If they had anything to do with me, no matter how tedious the link, they were contacted and they were interviewed. Hotlines were set up. Billboards were made. Has Andrew Tate ever hurt you? Do you have any information on Andrew Tate? The media was offering £50,000 for anybody who would give a negative story to me. Find another man who has hundreds of ex-girlfriends and not a single one of them rolled on me. Not a single one of them for money would say I'm a bad person. In fact, they would all say the opposite and defend me and stick up for me. You want to talk about a man of moral fiber? Find another man who can go through that. There's not another man on the street you can find whose ex-girlfriends who wouldn't turn on him. The media, all over the news. Andrew Tate's the worst man that's ever been. Andrew Tate's a human trafficker. Andrew Tate's a crime boss. He's a crime lord. Andrew Tate has all this money from illicit activities. Every penny I've ever made, all of my bank accounts seized. 15 million euros of assets were taken from me. They've been through every single bank transfer that I've ever sent. All of it, head to toe, to put this indictment together. So when this indictment is finally created, it should be an opera, right? It should be Shakespeare. It should show money transfers, victims, old victims from long ago, videos, pictures, medical records.
But there's no
this
victims,
indictment should be absolutely bulletproof. The indictment was put together. I was held for 6 months without charge. That's the longest possible time I can be held without charge. The day before, they finally submitted this indictment.
Obviously, there's a reason for it.
As much time as they could. They took it down to the wire.
Yeah,
every
exactly.
minute they could to get this indictment together. And now the indictment's been put in front of a judge. And what has the judge done? The judge has picked up this indictment, looked at it, and said, this is garbage. Let him go. They're bulletproof indictment.
Let him go.
After all I just described, they finally put together a document that the judge has instantly said, let him go. This man should not be held. Anybody who believed this garbage, anybody who was insulting me while I sat inside of a jail cell, saying that maybe I am a human trafficker because of some stupid video from 10 years ago, any of these people who once insulted me or refused to defend me because they were scared, and that's the same thing.
Exactly.
Something I haven't realized, a whole bunch of people who are my friends now and on my team now and are now begging me to bring views to their shit podcast didn't have very much to say while I was sitting in a fucking jail cell.
I just mentioned this before.
Not very much at all. Don't think I don't know. Me and my team know exactly who was on my team and who wasn't. And I also know what I have done and what I have not done.
Quickly pause it. And I can't lie, I completely understand that, because that's just with a lot of people. You really start to realize who's on your side and who isn't when you're at the bottom, when people are after you, because then you can see, even like if they think he's wrong, if you're genuinely a friend, you still stand up for your friend. And now it's very easy to say, yeah, nah, I already knew I was supporting him. Whilst, were you actually supporting him? Were you like on the good side of history? Because it's easier said than done. You can say stuff, but at the end of the day, you need to show action. You need to be a man of your word. And that's, for example, when it comes to these t-shirts. I haven't even shown you this one. So this one says, resist the slave mind. And on the back of it has a picture of Andrew Tate on it. Let me turn around a bit more. There we go. And in general, like, honestly, I put my money where my mouth was. And it's showing that he was innocent. And it's very easy for people to say, yeah, nah, I'm on your side now. I'm not, like, I just was silent. I was scared. But at the end of the day, the message I want to give to people is that even though the media always tells you to not have an opinion, tells you to, like, follow whatever they're putting out, you need to have your own opinion. You need to actually think, because it's better to have an opinion and vocally say it sometimes than not have an opinion. Because if you don't have an opinion, what do you even stand for? What are your morals? You truly need to think about that, because at the end of the day, when you're in your deathbed, will you be proud of not having an opinion? Probably not. You rather want to be someone that stands for something, and that's so much more important. But yeah, let's continue as to what he has to say.
And God knows the same. It doesn't matter if I get fucked at the end of this. It doesn't matter if I get completely destroyed. It doesn't matter if they put me in jail for life. I know what I have done and I know what I have not done. And I find absolute solace in that. Now I am free. Yes, I will remain free until the trial date when this garbage is finally thrown out and my name is absolutely and utterly clear. Anybody who believes any of this garbage is going to regret it, because I tell you something, Tristan said something to me in that jail cell was completely true. He said, 13 years in the Chateau d'If, and then the world is ours. If you have not read The Count of Monte Cristo, I strongly recommend that you do. In my final act of defiance against the Matrix, I've decided for my first day of freedom, I will visit the mosque and I will pray to God, because Allah is the best of planners, and then I will return to my house and stay home.
Allah is the best of planners.
Lock me up for 10 months. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? I'm a bit tired. I'm going to stay in my house.
I'm going to stay home.
That's what I'm going to do. I only want to talk to God, and I want to be by myself. I don't want to talk to any of these snakes, any of these people on the internet trying to get views out of me, any of these people who pretend they support me and give a shit. When I really, when it gets down to the wire, it's me in a jail cell, me and my brother by ourselves, and all these other people don't seem to fucking give a fuck until there's views involved. Lies get tired. Lies get exhausted. It takes untold energy to continue to prop up a lie.
Well,
it goes
actually,
against the laws of physics.
Let me pause this. Am I using him for views? I kind of am, I think. But then again, like, I was already supporting him before that. But then, what can you do as in being a person that supports someone? Like, at the end of the day, you can't be in jail for someone. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it really depends on the person you are, and you can definitely see who is real and who isn't real. Like, for example, I said I put my money where my mouth is. Those little things make a difference. Whilst if you're someone that just talks so much on Twitter and that's pretty much it, obviously that's different. Because I saw so many people switch up, especially the first time he got cancelled on social media. So many people instantly didn't want to get involved with it, but I think your moral compass is so much more important than trying to be good for the public, because at the end of the day, truth does come out. The truth will always convey, and I've never seen someone that was actually a good person in the long term not win. Because if you're a good, genuine person with a good heart, at the end of the day, you will win. Just like he says, Allah knows like the truth. He knows the truth, and Allah is the best planner. And it's okay to suffer. It's okay to have to go through stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're a good person, that's pretty much all you need. And that's a little message from me. But yeah, let's see what he has to say at the end of the video.
Only so many times you can tell the world I'm a human trafficker with no evidence. Where's the girls? Where's the videos? Where's the victims? Where's the pictures? There's nothing. How many times can you continue to repeat the same garbage with no evidence? Nobody believes it. The moral arc of the universe bends towards truth. And I tell you something, when I am released from all of this, I'm going to use my massive platform and enormous financial capability to launch a charity to prevent this happening from any man ever again. This is enough, and it's going to have to stop, and I'm going to stop it.
I like that. So it says, false accusations ruin lives. I can't even speak, but to any man who has been falsely accused and is absolutely innocent, I will personally fund your defense. The truth will win. I will personally guarantee it. Send the details of your story to cobratate.com/defense. Yeah, it's a good message, because too many times this has happened to men where they've been falsely accused for stuff they haven't done. And because of this, a lot of times men are very scared to act in certain ways. With we constantly see it. Men don't want to like even engage with women just for the fact that this isn't like possibility, and that's crazy, and it's very unfortunate, and there definitely needs to be change made to it. And I feel like that with this case and Andrew Tate being so big, it will definitely have some sort of impact in the macro aspect in terms of like changes, maybe perhaps to laws or perhaps to behavior of men, because it's crazy to think that such a high profile person has been put through hell just because people have accused him for it. And I haven't even seen any victims, but say for example there were victims that happen to not be victims. Isn't that like crazy? Shouldn't you be scared as well? So yeah, overall I am glad that justice has been prevailed and the right decision has been made. But yeah, let me know your opinion in the comment section down below. Are you someone that was already thinking that Andrew Tate was innocent, or were you someone that thought that there possibly might have been something and he might have done something dodgy? Just definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Another important message is for you to follow me on Twitter. So I want to grow my Twitter. I want to post more on Twitter. I want to start some Twitter beef with people, but I need more followers. So I'll have my Twitter link down below, and please support your brother out and hopefully start some interesting beefs to keep you entertained. And if you're someone that is like, okay, cool, what am I supposed to do now? Andrew Tate is free. How does it affect my life? Well, maybe it doesn't, but I know something that will affect your life, and that's to read the free Glow Up Secrets book. It's completely free, and this way you can get yourself a glow up. This way you can become the best version of yourself, someone you will be proud of. You'll look better, you'll get more confidence, you'll become someone that doesn't fear anything, because you'll get step-by-step guidance on how to combat fear, and the list goes on. And thus, if you want to check it out, I'll have it in the description. And that's pretty much the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.